You're doing everything right, and your own family and friends are the biggest obstacle. Let's talk about it. Grab your coffee and let's get into it.
I ain't got no coffee, but let's get into it.
What is going on with you with no coffee?
I'm going to go get some in a bit.
Have I seen you drink coffee today? This morning?
This morning, yeah. I like to break it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some in a bit.
Oh, that's good. I'll probably need some caffeine of some sort soon.
You're good with your energy drinks.
I love my energy drinks.
I know you do. So let's get into this. You said friends and family are the
No, I don't
biggest-
want to get into it yet. I wanted to share my new tattoo since I'm wearing my
shirt then.
A shirt that exposes it. It's still getting healed, but I finally got my palm tree. I've been wanting it since we moved.
Yeah, you've been talking about it for a while.
Ever since, all of my tattoos, by the way, have meaning to me. They're all meaningful. They come to me and then like I'm inspired, like I want that because it's meaningful. And ever since I could remember, since I was a child when we would go to Disneyland, the minute that I saw palm trees, my like heart filled. Like I'm like, I love palm trees. It was magical to me.
Yeah.
Like a palm tree was magical.
Yes.
You know?
True.
And so when we moved and we're surrounded by palm trees all the time and like we go to Trader Joe's, palm trees, we go to the Costco, palm trees, it literally brings me so much joy. And it's so symbolic of like, I don't know, just feeling happy. And I can't believe that now I live where I get to be surrounded by these palm trees all the time. And it was just symbolic of my new life. So I thought, I need a palm tree.
Man, and like growing up in the Bay Area, San Francisco, going to the beach, like it's all right, you know, Ocean Beach, but
There's
the
no palm
beaches in Southern California all have palm trees. Like that is dope.
It's especially what's the
dope.
one beach, San Clemente, has some beautiful palm trees over by the boardwalk.
They do.
And I just like, I remember the first day we drove, because we're right by there. And the first day we drove to that boardwalk and I took some video and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Oh yeah, driving into that boardwalk.
Yeah.
The scene.
I can't believe that.
Amazing.
It's like dozens of palm trees and it's just beautiful. And it makes me so happy. And so I decided last year, I just haven't had a chance to get it, that I was going to get see if you guys can see it. It's right here. But I just decided I wanted a palm tree, and I'm so happy. Like it brings me joy. Like this is a tattoo that brings me joy. It's very symbolic of just a new stage of life. Because I mean,
I was going to say like what did they say? The year of the horse.
The year of the horse. I should have got a horseshoe. I actually thought about getting a little horseshoe somewhere. I'm probably going to get one.
Yeah.
Just to symbolize that. I love symbols, and I was thinking of getting like a little horseshoe on my wrist.
I mean, it's been a big change. If you think about it, we're going on our 11th month. And just like that, like you always say, that one thing that sticks in my head is like, you never know where you're going to be in a year's time. Mm-hmm. It could be a whole new life. Mm-hmm. We're in a whole new life.
I know.
It's almost a year's time.
Yeah. So I got that. It's fresh. It's still fresh. It's still healing, but I'm happy about it because it just kind of adds to my symbols. You know, people have their opinions about tattoos, but mine are meaningful. Every single one of them.
I know. Sometimes I hear somebody come online and talk shit about mine, like, oh, he damaged his whole body with all that ink or whatever. Like, bro,
Desecrate your body.
You're just jealous. You wish you had something and you had the balls to get them. Like, stop it. You're just jealous. That's all it is. Like, it bothers you that much.
Or if it may not be jealousy. It's just they don't. That's not their thing.
Or it's not your thing. Yeah.
You know, some people it's not their thing, and that's okay.
Yep.
You know, but you didn't ask if it was their thing.
I didn't ask exactly.
What am I going to do? Take a poll? Hey, what do you guys everyone think? I never cared about what other people's opinions on my tattoo. Like Alyssa made fun of me. She goes, "That's so 2010." I'm like, well, then it's nostalgic. I guess it was a thing. I had no idea. I don't know about trends. I guess palm tree tattoos are a trend. They were in the 2010s. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I don't do things for trends. I don't know. I could care less whether it's a trend or not. Listen, when it comes to tattoos, don't do it for a trend because trends end.
Exactly.
Trend. They end.
They end. That's so true.
They end.
Just like all the chicks with the
tramp stamps
in the lower back.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, by all means.
That was a trend.
Yeah, I know. So if you like that, but if you like what you're getting, then who cares? Who cares about whether, you know, like the barbed wire.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Barbed wire, like Pamela Anderson around the arm. That was a trend.
Yep.
The tribal arm was a trend.
Mine.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Whether it's a trend or not now, that's my favorite tattoo of yours, the tribal.
Is it more than all my Japanese
Yeah,
stuff?
I like the tribal arm.
Oh, interesting. Some people are probably like, oh, that's old school or just
But I mean,
played
a
out.
tattoo is going to be old
Who
school
gives
and
a
played
shit?
out
Yeah,
eventually.
I got it 20 years ago, bro. What you think's going to happen? Times change.
It's permanent.
Yes.
Like a tattoo is permanent.
Yeah,
Someone
I can't just take it off and redo it, you know?
Someone will be like, oh, you're going to look like an old granny with tattoos. Okay. Who cares?
Cares?
What do I care whether I'm a granny with tattoos or not?
You're going to look like an old fart yourself too with nothing on you, like a plain Jane. So what are we talking about? Shriveled up.
Oh, man. All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning into another episode of Candidly with Coffee. If you haven't already left us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please do so. We have gotten a few more reviews there, so I appreciate it. We have also gotten some more followers on our Instagram account, actually, Candidly_with_coffee on Instagram. Have a couple of our little podcast clips have gone viral lately over there, gotten some good views. So we've been growing over there too. So, you know. We're not canceled yet. Sometimes I wonder after these episodes, like, is this the one? Is this the one that we're going to get canceled?
Hey, we're going to be unapologetically ourselves. That's it.
Yeah.
Speak the truth and say what we feel.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
try to please people what they want to hear.
Yeah, I don't want to pander to the audience.
No.
Because the audience changes, for one.
Yep.
And the ones that are loudest it's a smaller number of people.
Exactly. And I don't want to put on an act. Like, be this character I'm not. That annoys me more than anything that I see on social media, on YouTube, is these people put on this act like that's not really you. That's not how you talk in real life. Mm-hmm. Why are you putting on an act? You're trying to be an actor. That's what I look like. You're trying to be something you're not. That's not how you really, move or talk. So I notice it a lot with a lot of guys, especially in the online coaching space. Like,
I do feel like, that's one thing that makes me confident about when we meet clients in person.
Exactly.
And we're actually going to meet some of our clients. By the time this episode comes out, we'll be meeting those clients or have just done it.
Yeah.
But they're always going to be like, oh yeah, that's them.
That's them.
That's exactly who they are. That's what we thought, right? Don't you think?
Yeah. When I have met people, not even our clients, other people that know me from social media, they're like, damn, you're just like you are. What do you think? Because I think a lot of people just know that there's a lot of actors out there online. They have this spiel. And it's not really them in real life. They talk a whole different person. Like, whoa, you don't sound like you do on social media.
Yeah, I think so too. I want to speak directly to the woman who is tired of doing this alone. If you are over 40 and you feel like your body has changed, your metabolism feels slower, your hormones are unpredictable, and you have tried program after program with short-term results, Esco Elite one-on-one coaching is for you. This is not another challenge. This is not a cookie-cutter meal plan. Inside Esco Elite, you work directly with me. We build your calories correctly. We structure your macros. We program progressive overload training. We troubleshoot your hormones, digestion, stress, and lifestyle. This is high-touch, hands-on coaching designed specifically for midlife women who are serious about changing their body and keeping it. If you are ready for real structure, real accountability, and real results, book a consultation call at the QR code on the screen. Let's stop guessing and start building your strongest midlife body. All right, well, let's get into it. So when the family, because we encounter that as coaches a lot, where clients will be like, oh, my family, they're not really like supportive. So why is it that families sabotage health journeys? What's your opinion on that?
Why family?
Yeah, like why your family will sabotage it if you're trying to be on like a health journey. They'll be like bothered or irritated by it. Family or friends, I guess we should say.
Because it makes them feel uncomfortable and insecure because you're locked in, you're changing, you're transforming, and they're not. And it makes them feel some type of way.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. It's been like that throughout history. You're doing better for yourself. It could be not even just you physically. You're transforming financially, just doing better. And they always want to keep you at their level so they're comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's more of a fear-based. I think they're more of like a fear because then it wakes up something. It makes them pay attention to something that maybe they're lacking. Maybe deep down they know they should be doing the same thing, or they don't want to even like think about it, but it just brings up like an insecurity there.
It's weird to me that another human being is so concerned with what another human being's doing, especially if they're doing it for the better of themselves. It makes no absolute sense. Like, hold up, this is my body. I chose not to drink. I chose not to do drugs. I chose to eat better. I chose to go to the gym, just transform myself. But somehow it bothers you. But you're responsible for
Yeah.
your body. You're not responsible for me.
Yeah, I think when it comes to family, it's based on they are fear of change. Like, oh, how's this going to impact like what we're going to be able to, we're not going to go out to dinner anymore. We're not going to like, I think it's fear of change. Also fear of like, they are just not ready and they're like, they don't want to feel pressure to do something also. I think that's a factor. Now, when it comes to the spouse, if I'm being completely honest, I think
Be honest.
it brings up some potential insecurities.
100%.
I think that having your spouse be overweight or, not at their tip top shape just makes you feel a little more secure when they're without you. Like, meh, no one's going to look at this fat ass or whatever. They're not,
That's
they're
true.
not concerned.
And we need to talk about this subject. We need to talk about this, and you guys need to listen to us. That's exactly what happens. Because when one or the other levels up, all of a sudden your insecurities come out like, oh my God, this person just transformed. Guess what? They went from a level 2, 3, or whatever they're at to now a 10, and they're shining and glowing. And you can see when the eyes are on that person. You can see in public. You'll see.
So it's insecurity. I think personally, when it comes to the spouse dynamic, I think it's like, number one, insecurity. Number two, now she's going to say it's like the wife comes home, like, I'm on a journey, da.
Yep.
The husband's like, oh, now you're going to expect me to do something?
Yes.
So part one, he's going to be like, oh, she's going to get all, fit and get all this attention. So insecurity. And part two is also like, oh, crap. Now I got to do something. Because if she looks kind of overweight, then I'm comfortable being that way. But if she's going to be out there looking hot, then, I'm going to have to do something. And I don't want to. I'm lazy. I don't want to deal with it. I'd rather just stay comfortable.
Yeah.
So I do think, whether they say it or not, whether they vocalize it or not, the spouse dynamic is a fear of change also. Is this going to change? I thought we go have ice cream on Fridays and we have pizza on Saturdays, and now this is going to ruin our dynamic. If I'm let me kind of relate to it a little bit. I can relate to it a little bit when there was a period of time after your mental episode where you stopped drinking. And at the time we were actively drinking a lot on the weekends and all of that. And I thought, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Because we're not going to be able to like do that for fun anymore. You know what I mean? Like I did think like and it wasn't an insecurity. That was different, right? It wasn't insecurity, but it was fear of change. And I thought like, what the hell are we going to do for fun? Because for whatever reason, I had a mental block that fun had to include cocktails, and that was my own journey that I had to go on when I was ready, right? I didn't stop drinking for years still.
Yeah.
I drank, this was 2019.
Yep.
I quit drinking in 2024. So 5 more years it took. But when it comes to the body type stuff, it's twofold, right? It's like, crap, well, I don't want to have to eat healthy. Now I'm not ready. I want to eat like an asshole and do all the things. And it's also now great. They're going to leave me in the dust looking good. And I'm over here, spilling out of my jeans.
Yeah. That's
So
the
it's
truth.
twofold.
And that's the truth. I had a friend of mine, my boy Mauricio, man, shout out my boy Mo. He's like a good close friend of mine. He said it best. He goes, he believes like a lot of women love, so it makes them comfort and security that they love men with dad bods. Because it's such like, oh yeah, a lot of women love men with dad bods. Dad bods, okay. No, they don't. They just want to feel comfortable and secure. They don't want a guy chop, slice, and dice. They don't want a guy with his shirt off. There happen to be a lot of women are on the pool. His shirt comes off, all of us, and the eyes are gazing.
Yeah.
And she's starting to feel like, oh my God, I got competition now.
Causes a lot of problems in marriages when one transforms and the other
We know this. We know this behind the scenes. Yes, it does.
It does.
There's always insecurity with one or the other. It goes in both directions. It just doesn't always go. It's not always on the woman. It's sometimes it's on the man gets insecure. We've had that happen too.
100%. We have had that.
We've had confessions behind the scenes like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, and for the most part, if your marriage is strong, usually you'll come together and it'll strengthen it because one will eventually join the other in a positive way, and it'll be a good thing. I think the most important thing as a woman, if our followers or subscribers are mostly women, the most important thing you can do to help the situation when it comes to your family, your spouse, is to go from the angle of you're trying to feel better, you're trying to be healthier, you're into longevity. Don't lean into the I want to be sexy and hot, because that's gonna if you know your partner, Okay, you know your partner.
Yeah.
So you know if they can't handle that aspect, then you need to lean in more onto like the healthy stuff. Even if deep down it's really because you want to look hot in a bikini next summer. You know what you should and shouldn't lean into. Don't do things that are going to make them feel more uncomfortable. It's your job to try to help them make a little more, like, tell them why you're doing it from a health perspective and that you would appreciate their support in it. And here's a big tip for you guys when dealing with family, your spouse, friends. Do not wait until you're in the moment to convey and communicate this to your family and friends. Because then you're going to be coming from a place of defense. You're coming from like, oh, you're not going to eat. You're going to be boring. And you're going to be like, what? I'm trying to be, and it's like a defensive conversation. I'm trying to work on myself. I'm on a diet. And then you'll get so much crap. It's so much better that you get preemptive about it. Like, for example, if you're dealing with a social situation upcoming, you have girlfriends that want you to go out and you don't want to drink or eat poorly, you can kind of say, hey, you know what? Just so you guys know, I'm on like my sober journey. I'm on my health journey right now. So I'm going to go, but please, like no peer pressure or no comments about what I'm eating or whatever.
Bingo.
You have to get in front of it. Don't do it in the moment because then they're going to push the issue and a lot of times you're going to cave.
Yeah.
Don't do it in the heat of the moment from the defense. Be on offense when it comes to it. Like even when your spouse, don't do it in the moment. Kind of like, hey, you know what? You know how on Friday night we normally do pizza night? I'm going to do, for me, you can still do the same pizza. I'm going to do my protein pizza that I just got, whatever. Like, please support me on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need your support. I need your help. This is hard for me. Communicate it. Because then they're going to feel like the asshole if they, try
and
to
it's
sabotage
crazy. Let the
you.
record show. I wasn't in my best shape, but you hired a coach and you one day told me, you know what, I'm going to compete. And I supported you. Like, okay, cool, compete.
Mm-hmm.
Never once gave you shit. Eventually it inspired me to do better.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got to do better.
Yeah. So the most important thing you can do is get in front of it. Kind of like tell your family, like, look, this is what I'm doing right now and I need your support. And if you can't be supportive, then just say nothing at all, but just let me do this for me. Again, ahead of time, not when comments are being made. No, oh, you're not going to eat that. And mom's on a diet, blah, blah, blah. Before that, because in that moment, it's going to be contentious. And then, then you do your thing. You do your thing. Your family and friends will support you or not. The supportive, true friends and family will surface, and some people will fall out of your circle. That's the truth. That's just what happens. They're going to fall out of your circle because your identity is about to change.
Yeah.
Your whole vibe is about to change.
You're about to make a lot of people feel uncomfortable, and it's not your fault. And don't apologize. Don't say sorry. Don't say nothing. You're the owner of you. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how other people feel. That's their own fault. Yeah. And sometimes your circle will change. Sometimes you'll get around the like-minded people. You'll be part of a coaching program. You'll be part of a community. This is like your new team, your new family, because you support each other. You don't knock each other down. We lift each other up. That's kind of like what we have going on with our team. Yeah,
you literally have to, if the support's not there with your current circle, you have to build a support system outside of that circle because you need support in your journey. It's very difficult to do it all alone.
Yep.
Very, very difficult. So that is when it does come into play, when you have a community, when you're part of something, when you're like we call our clients Team Esco Elite, they're part of a team.
Exactly. Family.
And that is where you'll get your support, which will help take some of the pressure off the family because you're not really looking to them for support right now. They're just going to watch and be quiet because they are going to support you by not trying to sabotage you. Because if they love you and you've communicated how important this is to you, then it should be enough.
Yeah.
And if not, it's going to take some more conversation, some more communication. And then you can, for the support that you need, you can lean on your community that's outside of the family and friends.
And let me tell you something. In the beginning, they're going to ask, why? Why, Jeanine? Why are you losing so much weight? Why are you getting so skinny? But eventually they're going to ask, how? How did you do that? How? That's the question that should be, how?
Sure.
Show me, teach me. What are you doing? Well, this is my coach. This is what we're doing. This is my community. This is how we do this.
Yeah. But I do want to emphasize this before we close out this episode. You are a grown ass woman.
Oh, yeah.
Do not let anybody dictate what you put in your body, what you eat, whether you're obsessed with exercise or whatever. Do not stand firm on the fact that you're a grown ass woman and you're going to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, why you want to do it. It's your body and it's your prerogative.
Yes.
Kind of come at it from that. Like, don't be like, oh, well, my friends, they're going to be upset if I don't drink. I'm sorry, but big middle finger to that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Stand a little bit more, be more assertive in your decisions and your choices. Like, no, this is what I'm doing for me, regardless of what you guys think about it. I don't care. You have to have 0 Fs. You have to give 0 Fs.
Yep, exactly.
About what their opinions are, because they're not in your body. They're not in your body.
Nope.
They're not in your closet when you're trying to put on a pair of jeans and the jeans you wore 6 months ago won't even pull up over your butt. They're not in your mind when you're depressed about that trip you're about to go on because you don't feel like your best self. They're not there for those moments. They just want to pull you down with them because good friends support you. I have people in my life that they're not on a journey. They're doing their own thing in their own time, but fully supportive of me always.
Yeah.
Lisa's a perfect example of, she goes in and out of her journeys, but she never tries to like sabotage my journey or like very supportive of it. You know what I mean? Like make snide comments or whatever.
Or tell you need to have a drink with her.
Yeah.
And
like,
you used to drink
you're
with her.
boring or, yeah. So she's a perfect example of, oh man, is this going to change things now that you don't drink anymore? I never felt that way. And that's someone that cares about you because they're supportive of what's important to you, even if it's not important to them. And so that's when you kind of audit your circle a little bit. But stand on business when it comes to your own health journey.
10 toes down.
Yeah, because you're a grown-ass woman.
And tell them this, say, you do you, boo-boo, I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
See you on the next one.